Hey beautiful souls, it's Ashley Escobar, the owner of Angelic Love and Light. For those of you who don't know, I help people experiencing high levels of stress and past traumas create more balance in their body, mind, and spirit using our holistic modalities and proven system. Tomorrow we have a beautiful, super full moon in the sign of Scorpio on 5/5, which is a numerology portal day. Just another way of saying an opening, a beginning, possibilities of this energy that we anchor and tie in with everything going around it. If you don't know what full moons stand for and represent, catch my basic video on what a full moon is. This video is to help you integrate what tomorrow's full moon is actually all about. You can check out more wisdom, knowledge, and enlightenment here on the Wake Up channel and in our Wake Up podcast, or within the Angelic Love and Light Facebook group for free. So we have a beautiful full moon in Scorpio tomorrow, and that is really intense for a lot of signs, no matter what your moon sign is and no matter what your sun sign is. I think the people that handle it the best are actual water elements, because our water sister, Scorpio, is similar to us, but very different. Each water element is very similar, but very different in their own unique way. But that Scorpio energy is really beneficial as a whole to the whole zodiac. And we're going to dive into what all of this means and what this is representing and how you can apply it to your actual life. So if you're thinking about full moons representing your emotional body and what your physical body needs, the sign of Scorpio needs to be looked at through astrology to really understand the characteristics of how it hits everybody. Scorpios are ruled by two planets, and most signs are not. They are unique. They get two, which many people don't know about the ancient planet that they've been ruled by for many years, which is Mars. Mars is the planet of action, forward movement. They share that with Aries as well. So it is the Mars energy that really is activated through Scorpio energy, and then Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, which embodies as a planet transformation. That's the easiest way for me to say it. There's lots of transformations that happen throughout our life, and when I say death, it isn't always literal deaths. There are many karmic deaths or endings that are deaths per se. So this month's full moon in Scorpio is connected to the eclipse and some other microscopic transits that actually have bigger impacts. And what this one's all about is releasing all the toxic from our personal lives on a physical, spiritual, and mental level, and within the collective, because this energy hits us personally, which then ripples out into all of our interactions, but also the collective, where we see this energy play out here on earth every single day before our eyes. So like, people are like, I don't get it, I don't understand it. It's sociology to a certain degree down here on earth. You're watching it play out, and as people heal and grow and evolve, their experiences change, and that shifts the collective experience as well. So releasing all the toxic and expired energy, it's going to bring intense feelings, especially for people who aren't used to, I'm going to say earth signs, who are normally naturally more grounded. They may feel a little bit more emotional. You could get air or fire elements who are kind of always like more motivated by like anger, find themselves like in this like, I'm scared to face my own emotions, or like shadow shit. But the intense feelings are good. That our emotions are silent teachers, and we have to face that shadow. A Scorpio has 3 spirit animals, and the highest one is a phoenix, which actually says, all right, the Scorpio energy in you wants to actually face your shit. It has to acknowledge, like, I'm a part of my own stuff, and that's the only thing we need to look at first. And then it will ripple out into all the other areas. So you don't need to worry about other people and what they're doing to you. You need to just focus on yourself. in your own intense emotions, because they're teaching you something, or at least they're trying to. Letting go and embracing the change and how beautiful change / growth and transformation truly is. Once a Scorpio gets that motivation and actually wants to face their own stuff and actually start taking consistent action on it, they become really great at transformation, because they have been able to dive in, burn themselves down to their ashes, take their traumas, pains, and aches, and use that to step into their beautiful, humble, balanced power, which is an amazing thing. So lots of themes within death and rebirth. Things are fated to leave your life during full moons. People, places, things, mindsets. Allow the process to guide you towards your pure self, your higher self, aka your authentic self. That possibility each and one of us have every single day. It's your choice in what you do with the work and the healing. This Scorpio full moon is actually tied in with the karmic nodes because of the eclipses. And so the collective is seeing the South Node in Scorpio wanting to leave the drama and dramatic of the past behind and what's needed to do so. Some people may be reflecting and mirroring old dramas or things that you've actually let go of, but you're like, I like this person, but this person is really like embodying a version of me who I don't resonate with anymore. I need to let them go. I need to create more boundaries. I need to love them from a distance, or care for them, or just be kind from a distance. So the Phoenix really is allowing you to take your personal power back and reach new higher levels through focus and determination. That's why the full moon energy of pulling back your energy and kind of going in your shell within and having that balance of going within and what you are putting on the outside is important, because you can't discern your emotions from constant action and constant interaction. People will make very emotional choices. It's something I'm thankful for not doing anymore, because I worked at my emotional body and understanding the double cancer in me so much way before my healing journey started. But that I recognize now how many people act from their emotions. They think and speak from their emotions. And in order to get in tune with what your physical body needs and what your emotional body is trying to show you, you need that downtime, recharge time, alone time. It doesn't mean absolutely do nothing. You just may pull back from speaking to everybody so much. You may pull back with certain people that you're noticing patterns with. You may do less in your schedule to incorporate still everything else there needs to be done, but to have this time to reflect on, okay, the feelings I'm feeling and that are flowing, whether you choose it or not, what does this mean? What is it connected to? What is it showing me? What is it trying to teach me? Because it ultimately shows you what you need to release and let go also. So that's a beautiful thing. Some of the toxic that is being released really stems back to your own habits. What toxic habits do you have every single day? What unhealthy lifestyle choices do you have? What attachments do you have? When I say attachments, there are certain attachments I believe in, and that are people, jobs, beliefs, and relationships. I'm going to have a video coming out later in the week about deeper attachments, because you can have attachments with those things that are unhealthy and toxic and not even realize it, and then have an awareness that I don't like the feeling of this. I don't feel in alignment with this. I don't like how it makes me be, and it's not true to who I am. And so in order to release those attachments, you have to cut the cords, cut the mindsets, notice what connected you in the first place to those areas of attachment. Also know during this time that divine intervention is divine protection. Universe truly does go out of its way to support you, but a lot of what impacts it is your own free will of choices, thoughts, and beliefs. So if something's not working out, it may be for your highest good. While we have this full moon going on, it is really deeply connected to fear and power as well. And I want to touch on this before we wrap up this video. Scorpio is going to face their fears no matter what. It's giving us the energy to actually tap into, allow within your emotional body, see what is fear driven, what is from the ego, what is fear based. Because you can't step into your power until you truly acknowledge what you're scared of. I want to give an experience, right? Say there is a conversation that needs to be had between two people for communication, but one person ultimately knows, like, I've given this my amount of chances for it to work out, whether there is therapeutic communication after or not. But this person kind of knows, like, I'm not meant to talk to this person in a certain way, or I'm not meant to deal with this person in a certain way. And universe has shown me, and I thank you. It's nothing against that person. That person may ultimately be karmic and also drawn to one of your areas of triggers or past stuff that you really have worked through, that now you're recognizing parts of that individual are heavily associated with that, and because you're in a very different place in life with it, interacting with them is not the greatest for you, because you've worked through a lot of that, and they may be in a very different part of their journey, and that's okay. But what it's up to you is do what's best for you, because you worked so hard on up-leveling and growing and evolving. And people, places, things, jobs, attachments are all in our life for a very specific time, but most of the time people are keeping them around for a lot longer than they're meant to, because they're scared to let go. They're scared to connect where it's connected to within their fears. That could be a fear of abandonment, fear of losing somebody, a fear of acknowledging two people shift in beautiful ways, and it doesn't even have to be anything's wrong between the two people. It's just you're growing separately and growing in different directions. You could not feel in alignment with them on many levels. So that's an example that I want to show you that's connected to fear/power, because we have to allow the fears to surface to be able to surrender into our power and blessings. So for now, that's it on the full moon in Scorpio tomorrow. I do want to let you know that full moon moon water is not recommended on eclipses. Here's why. You're actively trying to get this heavy, faded karmic stuff out of your life. You don't want to harvest or anchor in that moon water and drink that, or use it in any way that you use your moon water typically. And a lot of people don't know that. They're just following people that do very surface level astrology and astronomy. And you really got to dive deeper, because you could be doing some things that counteract what you need to do. I would keep your full moon ceremonies, rituals very simple during eclipse season. Very simple. Incorporate water elements. So I will be near the water for mine, and incorporate some element into my ceremonies and rituals and good spells. But just a little tip for all of you who use moon water. All right, I will catch you on the next video, and more to come. Lots of love and light.